Film Development Hell, Day 40, Editing Stuff for Amazon is the name of this video. Why? Well, my name is Deborah Richards and I'm an independent film director from Las Vegas. And from time to time, I freelance as not only as a commercial director doing TV commercials, but also as a post-production specialist. And the last few days, I have been working with Amazon Web Services at NAB, which is the National Association of Broadcasters here in Las Vegas. It is a huge convention where manufacturers of all kinds of film gadgets and gizmos, from cameras to cranes to you name it, all the exhibitors are there, all the people in the industry are there showing off their latest and greatest, from Adobe to Ari, from Alexa to Red to everyone. And Amazon Web Services had a huge booth at the convention, and it was absolutely huge. It was like 2 stories, rooftop deck, a bunch of different rooms, and basically one of the rooms upstairs, which is like a little broom closet, they had me in there editing recap videos of what was going on at the convention each day. And so I apologize if I haven't posted the last couple of days, but I was busy doing that. And it's really high pressure because you're getting the footage coming in, and you got to chop it up and get it all out the door by 5 p.m. in the afternoon, and it's intense and it's fast. But I've done the gig. I was 3 days there at the convention, so I did 3 recap videos, one for each day. And today I'm actually working from home remotely on doing a recap video for the 3 days. So Amazon has been really, really good to me. So I wanted to do something a little bit above and beyond and special for them. And so I was going to, with the recap video for today, I was going to get into Blender and give it a little something special. And I've already cleared it with them, so they're excited. And they said, well, don't go too crazy. And I was like, well, let me put a few hours into it and see how I get on. And if I can pull off what I want to pull off, then let me just try and get that done and get it out the door and knock it out the park. So before I can even do that, though, I've got to take my mobile pack, this bag. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me turn the camera around so you can see it. Okay, this is my mobile setup. This is my backpack. And in here, this has everything that I use to do editing out in the field at an event. And I can't believe that it all fits in one backpack, because it was only about 4 years ago where I had a cart, and the cart would be full and up to about shoulder height. And that's what I had to take to do these kinds of events. But now I can fit it all in one bag, which is amazing. The bag is heavy AF though. So, in yesterday's video, I kind of showed you me unpacking the bag and stuff, but couldn't really get into too much detail because I was, in Amazon's house and, trying to work. So I thought it'd be good if, as I set this back up in the lab, in the edit bay, I can kind of walk you through it and talk to you a little bit about my gear. As always, my business partner and BFF, Patrick Wirtz, producer, working in the background there. He's always very busy. But as you guys know, nothing happens without coffee, so let me start there. Got coffee. So, let me start unpacking the bag and show you guys what we're dealing with. Maybe I should set you guys up on a stand so you can see everything. Okay, guys. Let's see. With my bag, first things first, I have one of my armrests put down on the side. What's next? Let's open up the main body. So this is the part that actually goes against my back, so it's pretty protected. And as I open it up, you can see it's pretty compact in there. But what I do have is I got this huge mug from the convention. Check out the huge mug for my morning coffee. Oh, it's huge. That's huge. Okay, got my headphones. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It was a soundproof booth that went in. It was pretty impressive. Okay, and just hanging these headphones down here. Okie dokie. First thing, need my rubber mat. Perfect. This goes in here. Deal with that in a second. Then what do we have? We have, actually I'll get back to that because I just want to tuck this in. Okay, that's good. Okay, cool. We have this amazing case for my M2 Apple Ultra. And I love this case because it's exactly what it says on the box. It's just a perfect little case, and you got space for cables too. So I have some power cables in here that I need. And I also, it's got this little compartment here, which I love as well, but I actually use that for the flip stand for my StreamMate. More on that in a second. But let's get to the heart of the Edit Lab, the M2 Ultra Apple, which is, you know, an amazing computer. Okay, so that's that little case. And it's got a strap, and it's made by, I think, Soko, it says. But fantastic case. If you have an M2 Ultra, that's the case. Okay, we've also got a keyboard case here, more on that in a bit. And then we've got a super lightweight monitor that I use for edit gigs. Here, Pat, could you put that down by the right of your foot on the bottom of that shelf, please?
Copy that.
Thank you. And that's the main compartment there. So, which is the majority of the gear. Still a few other things around the front though. We have, let's see, of course, my edit pig, which goes with me to every edit gig that I do, because you gotta have an edit pig on an edit gig. And let's see what else is in here. Oh, I brought a spare drive. Oh, Patrick, I have something really important to tell you. Remind me in a minute. Okay, oh, Amazon lanyard. Thanks, guys. Let's see, and then the main pocket here, I have an iPad, which I used as a second monitor at the convention because I use this for color. Then we have, yeah, these are like door stoppers, but I actually use them under my keyboard to just give it a little bit of tilt and angle. Very helpful. And then I have a little case with my control surfaces. And in here, I believe I have 3 control surfaces. And they are super essential for fast editing. I have my loop deck, which I'm starting to love again. I have my stream deck, which is amazing. And I have my toolbox, which is probably, this is probably one of the least expensive pieces of gear that I have that packs the most amount of usefulness and productivity, the toolbox. And that is it, I think, for the bag. There might be some snacks in here. Oh yeah, I got a bunch of snacks. Got some nuts that I bought for the convention that I never ate because Amazon took such good care of me that they fed me silly the 3 days I was there. And then I think I've just got a miscellaneous bunch of card readers and, you know, peripheries like that. So that's everything. Oh, and another lanyard. So that's everything from the case. Except for, also have, oops, you know, a little power strip, or as I call them, 4 bars, or I sometimes call them snack packs as well. And that's about it for the backpack. Cool, so let me throw this in the studio. And I'm just gonna throw that anywhere right now. And then this guy can go in this case with a gazillion of them. Okay, what's next? Oh, I have these bags that I gotta throw back into the studio. I'll kind of deal with them later. I'm just gonna throw them on a table for now. I gotta kind of reset the studio in the next couple days anyway, because it's a mess. Okay, let's look at my desk. This is what we're dealing with. So we have all this mess to put together real quick. No problemo. Let's put you guys over here. Okay. Let's put this back together. First of all, don't need the iPad. Put the control surface out the way. That goes with the iPad, so I don't really need that. Oh, shoot. Let's start with the computer. I have to admit, guys, I'm absolutely beat today. Working the convention 3 days is pretty tiring. It's fun work, but it's intense, you know? I'm doing like edits on the fly. We want to make the clients happy. I'm collaborating with the amazing camera operator that I was working with. You know, he'd come back and say, hey, what kind of shots do you need? So, and also it's very peoply. I mean, there's like, you know, how many people do you think go to NAB? I mean, obviously it's in the tens of thousands.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Probably 100, 120?
120,000 people?
100, 200.
Yeah, 100 to 120,000 people. So it's very, very people-y. And, okay, great. So I've just got the computer kind of wired up here. As you can see, it's like all wired up. So that's good for there. Good for now. I don't need to wire up the toolbox. The stream deck, I need to wire up and put this little bracket on the back. So I need cables for that. And I didn't show you this case. This case came out of the backpack, but it's my keyboard case. And again, I love this case because it can actually fit a keyboard and a mouse and cables in it, and it's all very protected. So,
Cookie was by my feet.
Cookie doesn't like this. So I got my mouse, Logitech mouse with tons of buttons. A couple important dongles. The all-important Resolve dongle and the mouse Bluetooth receiver. Cookie, come here. Cookie doesn't like any of this. So yeah, I'm super tired, pretty burnt out, but I have to beast out this edit today. So, it's just what has to happen. Okay, everything is out this little keyboard bag, so I think I'm done with that. I'm just gonna throw this over here for now. Okay, I gotta get these in my little USB extender thing. Let's go here. Let's go here. Okay, good, that's done. Now let's get the Stream Deck wired up. Is this the right cable? No. Oh, yes it is. Okey-dokey. And then you gotta plug in with the Stream Deck, you gotta plug in the cable first because it loops through the kickstand. Like kickstand on it. And just, it's really satisfying the way that clips together. Makes a nice little click sound. So that is that. Gotta wire this guy up. You know, it's always a funny balance between hiding cables and making them still accessible, right? Because everybody wants to hide cables, but then when you need to plug things in, it becomes a huge pain in the butt. What is this? Oh, perfect. I need to plug in my loop deck, but I don't want the cable sticking right out the back, so I have a little USB-C to USB-C little L bracket connector. Is that in there? Yeah, that's in there. Now I can just connect that in there. Okay, that's my loop deck. Cool. Okay, I think I'm set up. I think it's that simple. I got a couple of cables here I need to plug into the computer, but I don't really need these cables today because I'm not using these drives. But those are the shaking and stir drives. And I have to do some backup work on that stuff, so I will be using them. So I think that's it. The setup's complete. Let me see if I can show you a little better. So here we have it. This is my editing setup for home. And of course I got 3 monitors, speakers on the side, tons of hard drive storage, a little mess of cables that I need to deal with, but not now because I'm too busy. But this is it. So hopefully if I just hit power on my Mac and turn on the speaker, hopefully everything will be as it should be. Let's see. Let's hope. Okay, so, oh, duh, I didn't plug the power in. That's why it's not turning on. Excuse me, 1 second. Hey guys, I'm back. Okay, the power is in. Let's fire that up again and see what we got. I'm always a little worried when I replug everything in and turn it on, especially with the 3 monitor setup, because sometimes all of a sudden the monitors swap or one goes over here or whatever. But I think we are online, we are live. The computer's powering up, which is a good sign. I can put you guys over here so you can see Pat in the background. There you go. Coffee. I want to show you guys what my big idea is for the little secret sauce and the extra sizzle for this Amazon video. So let's get into Blender and I'll show you what I'm doing here. So this is the Amazon Web Services logo here, and this is a PNG loaded in as a plane. And what I want to do is I want to actually convert this to a mesh. And I'm going to convert it to a mesh because what I want to do is I want to, what's it called? Like make it thicker, basically. I want to expand the edges because the effect that I'm going to do is kind of like this. This is what I showed them to sell them. I did this teaser for Shaken and Stirred, which is my second feature film. It just came out last week. You can check out the trailer down below and actually order it to rent or buy right now. But a year ago when I had to make a teaser, I didn't have enough of the edit done to make a teaser, so I had to be a little creative. And so I did this kind of effect. Let me mute this, but this is the effect that I did by in Blender. Hold on, what's going on here? Why is it not playing? Oh, there we go. You see, it's the sides of the letters. Let me go from the beginning, sorry. And you can see the logo there, and it was pretty complex because there's like 40 4K videos playing at once. So we're not going to go that crazy, and AWS is obviously less letters than shaken and stirred. So I think I can just do a little bit of this and as an intro, and it'll have a really big wow factor. And obviously on the sides of the video, it'll be, on the sides of the letters, it'll be video from the convention. So I'm going to try and, oh, that's the word I was looking for earlier, extrude the edges out to make it 3D, and then I will apply, then I'll basically take those edges and separate them from the model, then bring in video onto those, and hopefully that'll all work. I took the Amazon Web Services logo, which I had as a PNG, and then I just Googled a free PNG to SVG converter, and which allows me to then bring in that SVG as vector into Blender, which is what I have here. And then basically, if let me get out of edit mode here. If I take like one of these letters, like the A, and then convert it to a mesh, now when I go into the edit mode, you'll see we have a lot of, oh, what are they called? I'm so brain dead today. You know, the points. Or as I like to call them, digital nails. What are they called? The vector points, I guess. But so what I'm going to do is I'm going to select all of them, and I'm just going to kind of dissolve vertices. That was the word I was looking for. Digital nails, vertices. I'm going to dissolve the. Oops. I want to dissolve the faces. Dissolve. Merge. Why can't I? Oh, duh. I want to choose it. Select it by. Faces, and now I can dissolve the faces, not the vertices, because that would delete them. And why is it not doing that? Maybe if I do like, say if I do like a whole bunch like this, dissolve faces, boom, do a whole nother bunch, dissolve faces. It's going well. Yeah, I should be able to do this for all of this. Okay, maybe just do a bit at a time. Oops, not shade smooth. Dissolve faces, there we go. Dissolve faces. Dissolve faces. Sure. Yay, now we're getting somewhere. Okay, still doesn't want to do these bits though. Maybe we can do it like that. Looks good. Maybe if we get lucky, will it do these last ones? Come on, dissolve faces. Why won't you dissolve faces, guys? Okay, maybe now. Ay, 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 ay. What is the issue here? Oh, Blender. I love Blender and I hate Blender sometimes. Because I'm like, why can't I just dissolve those faces? What is the problem? I kind of figured it out, but I managed to combine the faces, but I kind of lost the whole, so I separated the whole from the vertices and ended up with like basically two different objects here. So what I'm going to use is a good old-fashioned Boolean. Add a Boolean, and then I'm going to choose this to be the cutter, I guess. And then when I get this, I can now move this back in, is it G space? Y space, cool. And then I can cut it there. Now hopefully if I take that away, oops, why is it not Boolean then? Where is this? Why is it not cutting a hole in it? Oh my gosh. Union, intersect, but it wants to be the opposite of that.
Yes, hello?
Difference?
Oh, okay, it's she's on you. Actually, yeah, here's my phone right now.
Oh, hold on, guys, I gotta take a call. Who's that?
Rob.
Hey, Rob. I was getting nowhere fast with that and getting really frustrated. So I tried converting it to a mesh and then doing the Boolean. And then I realized, oh, maybe it's because I didn't convert the cutter object into a Boolean. So then I converted that to a mesh, and then it still wasn't working. So I decided if if Muhammad won't go to the mountains shall come to Muhammad. I figured let's look at the problem in a different light. So I did a quick Google search of what is the font for the Amazon Web Services logo, and I found out that it's called Amazon Ember. And so right now, I'm literally going through the Amazon Ember font family and installing all of them, because I figured if I can just recreate the logo in Blender as a font, then I won't be having these problems of extruding the edges to make it a solid thing, which I have to do because then I'll separate those faces from the extruded edges and have video playing on them. So does that make sense to you guys? I hope that makes sense to you guys. This isn't going great, guys. I actually managed to bring in each of those fonts into Blender, and as you can see, oops, what am I doing? Oh my gosh, what am I doing? Hold on. As you can see here, this is the this thing that I'm moving here. This is actually built with the font. As you can see, I can type in there. So what I was trying to do now, what I was trying to do now, get out of edit, is look at it from, well, look at it from the top. Hold on. What am I trying to do? I'm basically trying to line up these two things and then look at it from the front to try and match them up, right? And as you can see, this does not match up with the Amazon logo. And I know that they are very, very, very fussy about their logo, as they should be. So I'm having a bit of a nightmare, because if I can't cut a hole in this letter, and I mean, obviously I can extrude, which is what I need to do here, like with the W, if I select all the faces here and extrude out on the y-axis, I can get those side panels that I need, the faces, to create the screens for the image. But the problem is doing it with this letter A is proving super tricky, because I can't seem to cut a hole in where the boolean should be, and I can't seem to recreate the logo in text, because this Amazon Ember font isn't matching the logo. So either the font is wrong, or Google is wrong about this being the right font, or maybe it is the right font, but then it's modified. You can see, like, over here, the bottom of the A's goes squiggly. But I did tell Amazon yesterday, I said, hey guys, listen, I want to do something special for you. This is the pitch. And I pitched them and I showed them and I said, I don't know if I can do it in the time that I have allotted to do the recap video for you tomorrow, which is now today. So I said to them, I'll give it a couple hours, and if it comes together easily, I'll knock it out and it'll be spectacular. But if I run into problems, and a couple hours isn't enough to do this, and obviously it isn't, because I got to do some research and I got to figure out why I'm having problems with this. By the way, if you're a Blender expert, just comment down below. Turn a PNG into an SVG, turn an SVG into a mesh. Tried using a Boolean, didn't work. Let me know why, what I'm doing wrong. So obviously I can Google that, but that's a whole rabbit hole, and I don't have the time, because Amazon needs this video tonight to send out to its people tomorrow. So, what's the time now? It's 2 p.m. in the afternoon. I have to deliver this by 5:30, and I haven't even looked at one frame of footage. So I think I'm just gonna have to completely switch gears now, let them know I tried to do the wacky idea, but just ran out of time, and I'm gonna have to put my foot on the gas and get down to some traditional editing. So, wish me luck. I just texted the Amazon people and let them know that the fancy idea I had is taking too long in the time we have allotted. So I'm moving on to the main body of the edit, and I feel a little defeated. And I feel a little silly for giving them this big pitch saying that I'm going to give it a go. But I did let them know that I might not be able to do it in the time. So there was that understanding, but I'm a little bit disappointed. I feel like Blender has won the battle today, but it will not win the war. I will see Blender for now, but I will be back. I love Blender. Blender's amazing. You can do anything in Blender, but to be honest, I put a lot of time into Blender last year, the last 6 months last year, and I got pretty okay at it. But it's like anything, if you don't keep it up like all the time, it's easy to slip, just like a diet or exercise, I guess. So like I feel like the last 20% of what I learned when I was really getting into it is already fading. So and the great thing about Blender is there's so much support on the internet that anything you need to know about it, you just Google it and there's a YouTube video likely. But I just don't have the time to get into that today. So I let them know, and now I'm just going to get into the main beast of editing out the thing. I'm brain dead, I'm tired, and that Blender thing just kind of bamboozled me, but I just got to beast out this edit, so I'm going to get into that now. Patrick and I just got back from lunch, and we went to Park MGM on the Strip to a place called Italy, which is like a food court with like the most bomb Italian food in Vegas. And I'll be honest, I had a couple glasses of wine. I don't usually drink, but I had a couple glasses of wine with my amazing dinner, late lunch. And so I think I'm a little too drunky to work now. I'm very tired. I've got the exhaustion of the last few days of working at NAB, and now that's kind of caught up with me. And the exhaustion of drinking a couple glasses of good wine. So I think I'm done for the day. I've spoken to Amazon. I said, hey, is it okay if I deliver the video tomorrow? And they actually said, hey, you got till Monday. So I got all the time in the world. I'll beast it out in the morning. But right now I think it's nap time because I'm worn out. So if you like this long form content, please click in the circle up here to subscribe. And leave a comment down below. Let's keep the conversation going. And I will see you all tomorrow for more Film Development Hell.